Today we got Idol Wars Online. Idol Wars Online is a J-pop music manager sim. You work to make the biggest J-pop group in the world. You do this by scouting new talent and adding them to your roster. You have these idols and you have them take lessons and organize their spots in the group to make the most effective performers you can, or most stunning performance you can, I guess. So the way that you make your J-pop group here in this game is you collect tickets, which is hard because you have to complete quests and complete challenges. Or you go and you scout new talent. And the way you do this is you go to different locations and you start taking pictures of girls, and your members of your J-pop group go and help you track down girls to join the group. This is the menu for the quests. They have quests that you do throughout the week, and there's daily and weekly quests that you can do. Once you build up your team, you can battle other players and participate in online competitions. Taking this as a manager sim, you're not really doing any of the battling yourself. It all sims it. But what you do is you set up your team in different areas in your stage performance. And each idol does a different ability depending on where they are in the group. Now this adds some creativity and strategy to this game, which I found actually quite refreshing. It made this a lot more interesting of a game than I thought it would be. So taking that this game is a manager sim and most of it's all done in menus, there's one small problem. You will get into the game and you'll find that the menu system isn't the best. There's not always a back button to go back to the previous menu, and it's not always clear on how to get back or how to return to where you were before. There's definitely a learning curve. You have to get used to the game and where everything is and where it's laid out. The tutorial does help, but I feel like they could have done more to make it more clear on how to play this game effectively. The game is still playable. It takes time for you to find everything. The combat system is turn-based, is done automatically for you. I'm happy with this. I feel like the game wasn't focusing on packing itself full of features instead of just working on the management part, and it nailed that down and made the game far more playable instead of having multiple features that it offers and none of them done really well. Right now I'm in the training menu. What I'm doing is I'm going to upgrade one of my higher ranking idols. And the way I do this is when you scout for new talent, you get these little cards and they represent that idol that you just scouted out. What you do is you use them as a training partner for your better idols, and they take that card and they spend it to upgrade the stats of whichever idol that you're trying to train at that moment. You can also see I'm going into the lineup mode, and what I'm doing is I can adjust my lineup and where characters are, and this helps when you go into PvP and when you're doing PvE, because it determines how much damage and how much defense that you're doing. And depending on where they are in the lineup for PvP, they can do different attacks and different defense strategies, and where you put these people determines what kind of playstyle you're going to be doing in PvP. The scouting process that you go through, it can become kind of a grind after a while, but the online multiplayer helps break it up so you don't have to always be scouting. There's other things you can be doing. You can compete against other players. They allow you to enter 25 on 25 battles, so there's 25 different groups battling another 25 different groups. The community events help make this game feel a lot more fresh and doesn't allow it to go stale and feel stagnant. At first glance, Idle Wars Online seems like the type of game you don't give a second look at. For many, it will be, but if you can push past the culture shock and the learning curve, this game has something to offer. It has that nice casual feel to it, but it also has a little bit of strategy. I feel like this is a fun game you could do on the side when you just need a break from whatever you've been playing lately.